Think we're live? Hopefully this is working, is it? No, of course it's not working, because why would it, even though I made sure it was working right before I started the stream? Okay, let's give this a go then. Boom. Load. Let's continue our game, shall we? Alright, let's do this. I was actually really getting into it last night. What if this game, but unfortunately we gotta stop the stream. So, let's see how far we get today. Let me see. Let's get through. I want to get over to the console over there. Will they come over to me? Let's see.
I hear you.
Anton here. Did he see me? He did not. Did he see me? He did.
My life is
Where that came from? Say the word.
Flurry. God, no flurry. Kill them all! Damn, all this is really powerful and I love it. Alright. Control panel, please. Get out of my way, Anton. Alright, let's see. Overload terminal, no. Local camera control. Oh, we can see everything now. Ah. Common room. Okay. North. South. Southeast. We've been in there too. Turn them in. Okay. Open storage room door. Please contact the head technician to resolve this. Classic. Work log. View the pending work log. Task 1046B. Head technician Dirger Chester. I'm here investigating complaints of the storage room door sticking shut. I followed the recent mishap with a defective Flaming Protocol droid. My assistant Tarn will be on hand to open the door for me if I get stuck in the storage room. Okay. Enter query. View the pending work log, which we've done. View prior work logs. Accessing archive work logs from the main computer. Reason, main computer non-responsive. Please verify that the main computer is active and contact the head technician to resolve the issue. Hey, Escalate, how you doing, man? Welcome. How are you doing this fine Thursday? Professor! Welcome, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Alright, return to main menu, I guess. Log out. Anything else? No? Let's have a look at this door. It's this one that won't open. Okay, we can't open this door. Don't have much time due to exams. Once they're over, I'll be more active. Just wanted to stop in and say hello. Well, no problem to do. No problem whatsoever, dude. I hope you're studying away, and I wish you all the best in your exams, dude. Like, it's the most important time, and I fully understand. I would not expect anybody who has proper real life obligations to be making time for my streaming anyway, so good luck to you doing. I hope you do all the best, and hopefully see you whenever you come back with extremely good marks. Professor, I'm about to head out to my massage. Damn, here in 30 minutes or so. Also, do you have PS Plus? I do have PS Plus, yes. I'm not playing with PS Plus. No, sorry, no, I don't have PS Plus, no. I had PS Plus, and yeah, I cancelled it because it was kind of doing nothing. Is God of War free on it this month or something? And by the way, I got a graphics card. Oh yeah. No, it's not God of War. What is it? Is it Star Wars? I'm thinking maybe it's Battlefront or something like that. Oh, dang, they're all coming after me. Salvager corpse. You found a will in the salvager. The will states that all but his possessions are to be left to the other dead salvager you found. Darala will no doubt be interested in getting her hands on the salvager's bodies and the will. You can tamper with the will so that all the salvager possessions go to you. Well, of course. Duh. Okay, the datapad has the will of the dead salvager. It is badly spelled. It used to indicate that if he died, his possessions would go to the other salvager that ventured into the sublevels with him. Now it says that the possessions should go to you. Damn right. It's called Remnant. Oh yes, I already have that in PC, so it should be fine. I already have that in PC. I just never really had a PC that was properly enough to run it. But whenever I get my new PC built now that I have a graphics card, or I have at least ordered one correctly, I'm guaranteed one apparently, I will play it on that eventually, I'm hoping. Because I remember Dave, he tried to get it into me a while back, and he says he really liked it. Oh, we're still not done here. We should save as well.
Just say the word.
Is mine.
Time to kick you down the side. I hear you.
I'm running everywhere.
You are no match for us.
No.
Just say the word.
How may I serve?
But I was certainly interested in playing at some stage. I know it's a multiplayer game as well, which would have been a lot of fun to play with somebody else, especially on PlayStation, seeing as that's where I have everybody that I know is on PlayStation. And there's only a few people I know on PC. Alright, is there anything else in here that I missed? Not that I can see. Okay, let's see what's over here. Alright, where does this lead me? Nowhere. Save it up before we go through the next door. What is behind door number 1? Oh, a lot of control panels apparently, which are all inactive. Okay. Alright, that leads me back to the garden. For the look of it? Yes, it does. And there's nothing else down here. Apparently. Oh, we missed this.
Just say the word.
The honor is mine.
Did he get that? Guess not. 240 Saurus. I beat this game many times. It is so fun. Yeah, well, that's what I'm playing. Apparently,
My
it's
life is
one of
yours.
the best Star Wars games out there. I've already completed the first, and I've never played this either before. Well, I've played the first now, but when I get stuck into the second, and so far so good. And I started it yesterday. Oh God, my voice is all over the place. Excuse me. I started it yesterday and have been enjoying it. I might stream it after I get home today. Ooh. Well, that'll be certainly interesting. Tell me what you think of the game, because I've heard good things about it for sure. Let's see what's in these here lockboxes. What do you got for me? Cryoban grenade and a lot of skeletons. What do you got? Scoundrel gloves. The ending will shock you. Well, if it's anything like the twist from the first one, that'll be very interesting, because the first one had a hell of a twist. I did not see the whole Revan thing coming at all, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for me in this game. See above for opinions so far. Be right back. Quick shower. Yep. I've been enjoying it, and I might stream it after enjoying it. Yeah, well, I was thinking, well, more of your opinion on the later game of it, but yeah, absolutely. I'd be looking forward to hearing what you have to say about it. Alright, so there's still the middle part we're missing here, it seems. So we haven't been down here. Let's get Otto on.
My life is yours.
Did he get that? It's kind of annoying that that doesn't work like that.
My life is yours.
Damn it!
Just say the word.
Did you get it? You did.
My
Alright.
life is yours.
I can make that go and sleep. That doesn't matter, I'm gonna kill him.
I hear you.
My life is yours.
I think we're really coming up on our abilities here. Like, my main character here is really tearing through everything now, which is great.
I hear you.
Is mine. The honor is mine.
You wanna die, you little bastard?
More where that came from.
You are no match for
Okay.
us.
What have you got the from me? Oh, another one. You stinky
I
bastard,
hear
stick
you.
it up on Aton like that. There we go. Hey, Dave. Oh, it's frozen. Typical, always frozen. Thanks, Dave. Didn't realize that. God damn it. Yeah, I haven't been able to get the bloody commands open again. I have no idea what the hell the problem is. And Dave redeemed the bean, so let's pause a second. And let's get our Bean Boozled out. For those who don't know what Bean Boozled is, it is this little game here. Okay, so there's a spinner which points to a certain section. That certain section points towards a certain color of jelly bean. That jelly bean can be one of two flavors, a good flavor or a bad flavor. So if you're I don't, but the problem is because the bean's the same color, I don't know what it's going to be, a good flavor or a bad flavor, so it's a surprise. So today, Dave, you've got juicy pear or booger flavor. Juicy pear or booger flavor, which I think is this one. Oh, these are old. Okay, let's go for this one. Alright, Dave, juicy pear or booger flavor? Take that juicy burger. Never. Sorry, Dave. That's a juicy pear. Man, you really do have the worst luck with these. You really do. You can talk to your crew on the ship. Most of them become Jedi, even Karth. I have no interest in making them Jedi. I'm gonna make them all Sith. This is a Sith run. Look at that evil looking face of mine. Can you even look at it? No, you have to probably look at it online. Let me see. Where is it? Oh, here. Damn it, I clicked on the one. Look how evil I am. Full on dark part of the Force, or dark side of the Force. I tell you got this game rigged. Never! You're just so unlucky. And by the way, Dave, I got a graphics card, and not sure if you heard that earlier. I got the 6700 XT. It dropped today on in Europe and America, and I was able to snag one at retail price. No, Aton's not looking too good. Not bad buy up. Come on, more heal. Remnant has some Souls-like vibes when it comes to gameplay, but it's a bit more forgiving, so I like it so much more. You like it more? Dave had a really good review of it actually. So I am looking forward to playing it at some stage. I think it might actually be my next Souls-like game. Versus, I'm not so sure about Neo, to be fair. I'm not sure if Neo is my type of game to jump into after the shit show that was Sekiro, so I'm not sure if I want to. I know as much as Dave wants me to play it. That review last night. Also, consider a channel point redemption for beans until bad for like 10k points. You just until you get a bad one. I'm sorry, Dave. I may do a one-off just for you, dude. I might just do a one-off for you. Well, we'll see how it goes. So you're not well. It does for now, Dave. Like, I'm not saying it does the job. It does have decent frame rate, a frame rate for most pretty decent games. But I am happy enough to get it because of the it's capable of running pretty damn good games. That's the main thing. I do like it more. I can't effing stand Bloodborne. It literally sucks the life right. Really? That's interesting. I love Bloodborne. Well, I suppose it's just not for everybody. Wow, why aren't any of these computers actually working? What bad things did you hear then, Dave? Like, you'd know more about this than I did anyway. I could always sell it for like twice or 3 times the price now. Oh yeah, Dave really did not like the. I remember that first stream. He really did not like the default controls at all. Alright, I think I've found everything in here. There's nowhere else to go. So I guess we're going up topside again. Okay. That's weird. Oh, there's another one here.
I hear you.
My life is yours.
Oh. Who's this, eh?
Braved the perils of the
Oh, it's himself, the really bad voice actor.
Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless.
Well, I use my GPU or CPU? I use my CPU. How do I confirm what I use, Dave, actually? You probably know more about this than I do. I just, as far as I know, I just use default options when it came to Streamlabs. Yeah, Bloodborne was the worst. I didn't understand anything and probably still didn't know all of the controls when I finally called it quits. There was just zero tutorial to give anything even resembling guidance. Yeah, I guess it's just one of those games that literally throw you right into the deep end. Like, the first enemy that you come across is one of the werewolves, and yeah, you're pretty much supposed to die to him. That's the thing. The game pretty much makes sure that you die, so that you can get into the hunter's dream to pick your weapon and all that. So I guess it's really not something for beginners. It was my first Soulsborne game, and I don't know, I was addicted right from the start. As soon as I started farming Blood Echoes, I just started really slowly. I died, like, I died a hell of a lot in that game, like an insane amount, especially to the bosses. The Bloodstar Beast and the Father Gascoigne, like, I died a hell of a lot to those bosses, but I just kept going and I loved it. But if it's not, it really isn't for everybody. It's a very, very quick game, and it's a quite a different play style to Dark Souls 1 and 2 for sure. GPU or CPU, when you open it, look, what are you streaming? GPU, let me see. Doesn't really, oh, is this whenever I go live, do you mean? Encoder type. Let me check. Let me have a look here. No, not you. I shouldn't have clicked on you. There must be a settings in here somewhere. Stream. Nope. iPod. Here we go. Encoder type. I'm not going to give my encoder type. Video. FPS. No. Keys advanced. Color format. Normal processing. Audio. Recording. Replay buffer, stream delay, automatically reconnect, network, sources, media files, scene collections. From options, output. Oh, okay, output, yeah. So that's what I was in. So streaming, encoder is software. It's software, according to it. So I'm not sure which part that's part of. I enjoy watching people play it, but I was so bad and it just wasn't fun for me. If it wasn't fun for you, that's like Sekiro for me. Sekiro was just not a fun game for me either. And I just had to quit. A lot of people loved it, like Dave, he loved Sekiro, but Sekiro was just not a game for me at all. I had to quit. That last boss was driving me insane, absolutely insane. I think I died 60 to 70 times in the 2 to 3 hours my first ever playing. That sounds about similar to my first experience as well, to be fair, but it's not for you, it's not for you. But you might actually enjoy Dark Souls a lot more because it's a lot slower paced. From options, output, CPU, okay. Why do you ask, Dave? I love the last boss. Oh, the Orphan of Kos. Oh, the Orphan of Kos that took me, I think, 30 to 40 tries to kill. I don't suppose you'd like to negotiate a peaceful resolution to this situation. I'm afraid your death won't be.
So, this is your threat?
It is.
Is terror what I'm supposed to feel? We know a thing about Jedi and their ways. And now, Jedi.
Now, Jedi. God, he talks so slow. Alright, let's do not a stasis field. No, we can't do a stasis field. Do that. And you are going to do, not wound, but insanity. And then we're going to attack the shit out of you. And we're gonna attack the shit out of you. And you're just gonna attack the shit out of somebody. Yeah, you as well. Alright, go.
Let's I hear you.
That's what we're talking about. Easy mode. I should have made a highlight of my reaction when I got the Ishin's second phase. Man, I laughed so hard and it was so cool. Is this whenever the grandfather comes out of? No, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Spoilers. I know what you're talking about, but it was really weird for sure. What did this get? A Verpine fiber mesh and a Barandu sage roll. Okay, I'll take those. That wasn't so hard. Asked because when you get the 6700 XT, you will no longer be able to use the Nvidia's encoder if you use it now, but since you don't, you should be fine. Okay. Well, I'm not going to be upgrading this specific PC right here, Dave. I'm going to be building a new PC altogether. Well, I'm going to get a much better CPU as well. I'm hoping that the 6700 is compatible with either the 3600 or the 5600X. So I may be asking a lot of your advice over the weekend, probably, if you don't mind, of course, about PC parts and PC builds and stuff like that. I'm going to have a lot of research to do because the GPU was only the first part. I didn't want to buy everything first and then have to rely on getting a GPU after that. I wanted to get the GPU first and then buy the rest of the stuff because the GPU was stupidly hard to get. Stupidly hard to get. Especially today, I was insanely stressed out trying to get that thing and then trying to work at the same time. Alright, well, we got past that very easily. Already been in here. Let's go by here. Save it up. Alright, so get a flurry going. These guys take a hell of a lot of damage.
My right is to battle.
It's on Saturday. What's that for you? Wait, we might play here.
This will be fun.
We're alright for levels. Nice. Okay. You're fine. No worries, Dave. Thanks for the alert, dude. Alright, let's go for the next one.
How may I serve? Soon you shall know.
It's just random moves whenever you're with, whenever you just leave it to them. Okay. Nice. Heal up. Let's see where this leads us. Keep the door. Let's see when that's locked. The door to the upper level of the enclave won't open. Judging by the damage to the exterior is completely kept in. Okay. Well, that's the end of that. Alright, we can level up our companions. Let's do that. Where are you? There you are. Level up. Skills. Awareness, treat injury. Feats. What can I upgrade you here? Honor Specialist 5. Noise. What is next? Well, we can get you Master Flurry, which we already have, actually. Never mind. What else can we level up here? One of the weapons we don't use. Our lightsaber skills are up there. Oh, we can upgrade your critical strike as well. Seems that's the one you use most of the time anyway. Upgrade that. Nice. Accept. Now Aton. Level up. Skills. Demolitions. Security. I'll get your trainer injury up a little bit. Beats. Force stun and unarmed specialist. Let me see. We'll get you up to the heavy proficiency actually. It might be useful. Powers. Let's get your heal up. Can never not have enough heal in this game, I think. Alright. Let's go. There's a few more of them over here this time. Let's save up before we go over. Oh, it's herself. Okay.
Jaren knew the risks. He wouldn't do anything different if he was in our situation.
Well, he's dead now.
Ah, the trap. So, what?
No, we'll go. These guys won't talk, I don't
Back to
think.
the sublevels alive.
Alright, let's talk to your woman.
Who've done that.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you.
It is me.
You go down into the sublevels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense?
I'd like to talk to you about the dead salvagers.
It's a shame about them. Have any luck getting to their bodies? I figure there's about no chance you'll succeed, but the reward is still open.
I found their bodies.
You have? You managed to find them down there? You're tougher than you look. I have 1,000 credits for their bodies and their personal effects.
I require no reward. Give them a good burn, though. Here you go.
You've proven very helpful. I have something I have to do. Come back if you want to talk again.
She didn't ask about the, Interesting. I'm kind of curious, actually, what would happen if we chose the other option. I want to reload. Because I kind of want to know what would happen if I held on to them.
What? You go.
Alright.
Suit yourself. But who else will want a couple of corpses?
Alright, so technically no. Alright. Okay. Cool. Alright, so let me have a look at this quest. Make sure I haven't lost anything here. Among the bodies of the mercenaries, you found a datapad that contains the orders from Azkul to capture Vurik alive and bring him to the Kinrath Caves. Okay, City is investigating the death of a farmer who's... Alright, we've got that. Cave crawling. This will hamper the Kinrath's ability to procreate, which should make the Kunda Plains more safer in the future. Tell Zeron, the militia leader, about this reward. Okay, we did that. Farm equipment redemption. Okay. Should be fine. Okay, alright. Let's go with this direction where she's going. So this is one of the places we haven't explored yet. Where are we currently? Okay. End of the plains. Hey Lulu, how you doing? I'm glad I could finally catch one of your streams. Yeah, we are more than welcome to join. I hope you're a fan of Star Wars. We're playing Knights of the Old Republic 2. Quite old game, but I like it so far. And my first time playing, of course. Alright, let's see what we can find around here. Alright, we've already been that direction. We probably need to go into this cave again. So let's have a look around. Just to get our bearings. How have you been this week anyway? Okay, let's get our flurry on. Hornwrath Count. Count? Hound.
Just say the word.
Soon.
I should probably use flurry just to see how it does with her. Actually. It doesn't really help whenever she's
This one will fall.
a non-weapon user. I've been good, busy with uni. Ah, nice. How far are you into uni then, or what are you studying? If you don't mind me asking. Oh shit! No contact. No, wrong freaking dude.
Soon you
There we go.
shall. My life is yours.
Nice. Okay. Right, I I guess this just leads me back to where we were. I'm not sure if we need to go into the caves again. I'm going to find out, I guess. Okay. So this leads us to here. What is down here then? Second year technically. I'm studying 2 degrees and only started the 2nd degree this year, so it's a little hectic. Damn right it would be. 2 degrees at once? Where do you get the energy? I'm studying criminology and social work, both lots of fun studying. Damn, the criminology would be a lot of fun, I think. Which one do you prefer? Mandalorian heavy armor, nice. Adrenal strike, poison grenade, and components, nice. Alright. Alright, let's just go down here just to show we have discovered this area. I am very forgetful. Oh, we should get a run on. I'm running so slowly here. Okay. I kind of want to go into the caves because I'm not sure if I should be going into Vrook alive and bring to the Kinrath caves. Let's do that. That's cool. Capture Vrook. Which one was Vrook? I can't remember who Vrook was. You know what? Let's go inside first. Worst comes to worst, we complete the quest here, or we just have to run towards the Kinrath caves again. Honestly, I prefer criminology right now because it's the interesting shit. Damn right, especially when you're
this is Mikal.
studying
I have
deaths
found
and
the
all that stuff.
exile.
Is that what you're looking to get into? Who's he talking to? That's the second guy we've seen talking to him. Alright, we want to go talk to... No, it's Barun. What's his name again? Adam Larp, okay. We'll go talk to your man anyway.
It's you again.
It is
Well,
me
you know
again.
who I am. I figure you've got a reason for coming back. You want something?
You want something. I cleared up the Kinrath cave.
So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. Even with the caves cleared, I imagine it'll take some time before the Kinrath aren't on the plains. That was very helpful of you. You've saved some lives today. You want something?
Your money. What's Garavik's connection to the militia?
Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable haul the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight.
Oh, we already heard all this. Okay. General questions. Okay, I'd like to talk about something else. Nope, that's alright. Okay, so we got 2,000 credits for that. Nice. Okay. So, we obviously can't go through these. Looking to get into the criminal justice system. That's my major. That'd be pretty damn fun, though. Like, that's pretty cool, actually. Very cool.
I hope that you haven't. Is there anything else?
Do you have well, I suppose your second year university, you have 1 to 2 years left to go first. What was Master Vrook doing for you? Okay, so we know of Vrook. Okay, so Vrook was the Jedi. Okay, now we know. So he must have been captured. Or endangering Kunda.
What have you learned, Jedi?
Nothing, never mind. That was useful.
I hope that you have.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
Okay, actually, I'll be going for now. Let's go. Let's see what we can find about your man here. Oh, was that him over there? No, it's not. Where's that guy gone to? Where's the journal? Messages, logs. Saran Darala. We've done all that. Done that. attention to companions' comments and personalities, improve your influence with them. Admiral, this is Mikhail. I found the exile. Okay, so there we go. That's what we were looking for. Okay, so I'd like to know where the hell he is. I wonder if we leave, we're going to run into something. Where's our companions at? Cycle, settler, receptionist. Okay. Suru. Okay, let's leave. Because I think I have an idea where Vrook is. It's in the Kinroth Caves. Alright, nobody's waiting for us out here. Okay, let's move towards the Kinroth Caves. Let's see if we can find Vrook or more information about Vrook. I have a feeling we may not, we weren't supposed to do the Kinroth Caves so early, but we're going to do it now. I don't think we got it anyway. Okay. Oh, here we go. It is remarkable to find a pile of rubble in a cave. However, this rubble was not present the last time you were here. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, atmospheric sensors. Atmospheric sensors. Nice. Okay, we can level up as well. Skills. Computer use, persuade, and treat injury and security. Oh, we can't get security up anymore. Okay. Feats. Ignore pain and unarmed specialist. We don't want to upgrade the unarmed specialist, but we do want to upgrade lightsaber specialization. So let's do that. Okay. Two-handed sword fight with superior 2 weapon, NOS 2 weapon. Okay. Sweet. Powers. Let's get our third treat injury. Nice. Accept. Close. Let's go. Let's save actually. Never forget to save often. Right, let's see. I want to go over here to the left and see what happens. Here we go. There he is. Master Vrook is enclosed in a force field, a prisoner of those mercenaries. He regards you without expression.
Halt, Settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave.
I'm here to rescue the Jedi. Why are you holding Master Vrook prisoner? So the mercenaries are branching out into the kidnapping now. That Jedi belongs in this cage. Yes,
I know that you settlers have a score to settle with Jedi. Trust me. This one's gonna suffer.
Can't let you take Vrook to Nar Shaddaa. You know, your cage won't hold him. He's an elite Jedi Master. I'm afraid imprisonment isn't good enough. He must die. Vrook betrayed me. I want him to suffer. I'll let you go about your business and I hope he enjoys Nar Shaddaa. Let's go with the second option.
He's a what? It doesn't matter if he's a master. That force cage will hold him.
No, it won't. But if you let me make some alterations, not altercations. So certain are you? Enjoy the consequences. That's the last insult I will take from you. Go to the second one.
There's no way someone can break out of a force cage. Even a Gundar couldn't break out of that.
I'm afraid imprisonment isn't good enough. He must die. That was an interesting sound. Vrook betrayed me. I want him to suffer.
Trust me, Jedi have a very bad fate waiting for them on Nar Shaddaa. Anything he's done to you, he'll more than pay for.
So, I can't let you take him to Nar Shaddaa.
He's a... Well, if you think you can help keep him secure, take a stab at it. I have no idea what you did, but I feel a lot more certain he's not going anywhere. Here's some credits. We appreciate the help. You must really hate this guy. We'll make sure to give him some special attention in transit. As much as you've helped, don't come back. And don't tell anyone what we're up to. This Jedi is taken care of.
Now that Varuk is safely locked away, I can deal with you mercenary scum.
I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Oh, fun. Alright, let's see now. So, we're gonna just attack you straight, but you are going to do an insanity. Oh, insanity first, and then you're gonna start attacking, and then you wanna do your thing. Go!
More where that came from.
Ooh, let's get rid of those. God, I love how powerful these spells are.
My life is yours.
I hear you.
My life is yours.
More where that came from.
Easy
Always
mode.
rushing into action without thinking of the consequences. What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict. Though perhaps that was your intent.
Maybe. My intent? What do you presume to know of my intentions?
Don't think that I can't sense the taint of the dark
The taint?
side in you.
There's a hell of a taint on
It's
me.
difficult to perceive with the Force here on Dantooine, but it does not conceal your nature completely.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've done many things I'm not proud of, Master Brook. I'm trying to change. Before I kill you, you have information I require.
I don't know why you think I'd tell you anything.
Where are all the Jedi?
Do you think I would tell you if I knew? There are enough of us left to stop you, and now that you have finally chosen to reveal yourself, you shall answer for what you have done.
Are you so eager to end this? I still have questions. I have killed Zakai El on Nar Shaddaa, and now I should kill you. Let's do the first one.
You're wasting your time. Anything I tell you will die with you.
Why are the Jedi in hiding?
We were not in hiding, despite what you believe. It is you and all those allied with you that hide and must be found.
Why did you cast me out of the Order?
Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco. You see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would give you time to reflect on what had happened, what you had done. But I see it as not.
Why did you cast me out of the Order? We've already done that question, haven't we? Okay, why did you cut me off from the Force?
We did nothing to you. Accuse us if you will, but it will not change the truth. Cutting one off from the Force. Such punishments are reserved for only a few. Although it was within our power, we did not inflict such a loss upon you. Your loss was a casualty of war, no more.
Sorry about that. Then what happened to me?
Perhaps that is a question you should ask yourself. It is not something I can help you with, even if I wanted to.
I have re-established my connection to the Force.
Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel any power in you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others, has caused the Force to stir within you again.
At the end of my trial, you and the other masters said something that had happened to me. What was it?
You've seen the end of your trial? Perhaps you would like to explain how you came to this knowledge?
I heard it on a hollow transcription of my trial.
That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, then I will abide by their decision and its consequences.
Does it really matter if you tell me? Only one of us will be leaving here alive.
Fine.
There we
There's
go.
little I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. His speculations will not help you now, but enough of this. It is knowledge for the Council alone until they choose to reveal it.
Do you know anything of force bonds and how to end them?
Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another?
Yes, and the connection is lethal.
Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. You are deluded to think it would be lethal. Still, your ability to form such connections to influence others was always a subject of discussion. Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. But a bond that ties two lives together, such bonds do not seem natural to me. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a bond would be impossible.
I want to talk to you about something
I
else.
don't know.
I guess that's it then.
I hear you.
You've become strong again, but I know not how. This isn't over, Exile.
Oh, he escapes? There you go. Didn't see that one coming. Interesting. Okay, datapad mercenary orders, Mandalorian power shield. The datapad contains orders from Azkul to senior mercenary officers. The mercenaries have recently made a secret alliance with the Exchange and are planning an imminent attack on Kunda. With the Minister Adaria dead, then the Exchange would be able to use Dantooine for their illicit activities, completely undetected by the Republic. All preparations for the mercenary attack have been made, and they could attack Kunda at any moment. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, anything else? No. I thought we'd already seen everything here. Computer spec. I'll take it. Heavy repeating carbine. Where'd I get that one? And that one. Okay, I guess that's everything. I think. Another metal box. Alright, credits, advanced repair kit. Right, I want to know where that about the other mercenary, the Mandalorians. I can't remember the name of the Mandalorian, so I want to go check. Oh my god, what am I stuck on? What was that about? That was weird.
You
Oh,
are
hello.
the Jedi I've heard reports of. And
Oh,
I
never mind,
am
there he is.
Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine.
What do you want with me?
Straight to the point. I like that. I will be equally direct. I am planning to take Kunda, and you're going to help me.
Why would I help you?
According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services.
What do you have in mind?
There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps.
So you want me to destroy the gun turrets?
Deal with the turrets, however you see fit. Just keep them from pestering my men. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan.
What about the traps?
When the militia learns of our attack, they will plant traps around the entrances to Kunda. Disable them. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan.
I could lie, or I could help him. Interesting. I assume if I don't help him, he's going to kill me, or try to kill me anyway. He's not going to kill me. I'm too powerful. I'm a Sith. Let's see. It seems like the dark side way to go is to lie. No, the dark side would be to help him. The light side would be to help him. Or to lie. I'm so confused. I'm not really sure how this would go.
Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our assault. I warn you not to keep me waiting.
Okay. Right, there is a little more I want to do though. I want to go see with this Mandalorian again. Just to see if he's anything extra to say. Should be just over here. There he is.
Can I help you?
What are a bunch of Mandalorians? Yeah, that's not really much there. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping for more there. Mercenary. Dupac. Let's see what Dupac has to say.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all
It's
the
a
blasters
slaughter,
we
like
need.
he said.
If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
Got it. You don't think I'd make a capable mercenary? Do you know about anything about a thief?
I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it.
Have you been making trouble for the settlers? What do you think about Dantooine?
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. This isn't a feeling. There's also pathetic. I think you have the right idea. Let's go with the second one.
You're really not so bad, you know?
Not too
They
bad.
make our life difficult. They need to learn respect for those with superior strength.
Can you tell me about the mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Who's your leader?
A Sentiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
So what do you do when you're between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out. I have time to kill.
What do you think about Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me.
Okay. What do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
I think that's everything then. Okay. Alright. So we know there's an attack coming. Wonder if your woman is there anymore. With her friends. Is she back? I don't think she is. Okay, so... Oh, there she is.
What? Who is that? You were really helpful.
So it's just stuff that she's selling. Okay. Alright, we move. We move off. Let's go back to the main area and see what we can do now. Let's see about this attack that's apparently going. Oh my god, the game is frozen! Classic augers. Okay. Alright, we're not there. Let's move to the right. Okay. It's a lot of mines about, eh? I assume those are the traps. Alright, so... what do I want to do? Oh, it's the turrets. Let me see. What have a look in here first before we move in inside and talk to the administrator? Anybody about? No. Okay, so let's have a look at our quests. Gun turns, defense of Kunda. You've learned that the mercenaries have entered into a secret alliance with the Exchange. They're planning on an attack with Kunda. All preparations have been made. They're just waiting for a signal. Undoubtedly, your actions may have served as a catalyst. The Lost Jedi, you encountered Master Vrook, but the coward fled before you could defeat him. Vrook has no way to lead Dantooine, and he cannot stay hidden for long. He will have to face you soon. It should be hidden, not stay hiding. Well, I suppose it could work. Sensor search. Okay, changing the guard, bonus mission. Okay, let's go back inside then. Okay, let's continue. I want to talk to Baron again.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess.
Oh, Zeron is way into the main with the Administrator, I assume. Okay. Let's save it up. Let's go.
Just in time. Dorena told me you've been searching for her friend. Well, I'm gonna have to ask you to put that on hold for now, as I've been telling Dorena. I've just received solid proof that the mercenaries are planning to annihilate Kunda. We need your help.
Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them.
Who knows about the attack?
Right now, just us and the militia. I don't want to create a needless panic. But be assured I will make sure that all civilians are warned in time, so they can get to safety. Though if we lose this battle, nowhere on Dantooine will be safe for settlers for long.
Can you give me anything to help?
I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately, that isn't much.
Okay, so we can either help them or not. That's really it. Obviously the dark side of the Force thing would be to completely annihilate them. It's gotta be that.
Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use.
Oh, free stuff.
Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
Okay, 2 seconds. Okay. Alright. Let's go and check out the security doors then, shall we? Let's see what free stuff we got. That's obviously not a security door. This is though. What do we get? The turret control station. Ah. What's this door do? Ooh. We use anything with these? Okay, let's go to planes. Alright, deactivate the turrets. Reprogram the attack only hostiles, only friendlies. We don't have, well, we've got enough. Okay, log out. Okay, what else is there? Let's have a look at the other security doors. Okay, there should be more security doors on the outside, I think. Private door. The dark thing is to help the bandits. It's all going to help the bandits in the end. Security door, here we go. Hello, boys. What happened to you?
Gun turret malfunctioned. Hurt us bad.
We could help their wounds, but we're not going to. Okay. Reactivate the droid. The medical droid is badly damaged and inactive. Modify the droid to immobilize its patients. 1 spike. We don't have enough spikes. No. Okay. Damn it. What was this? A lab station? Okay, let's see if we can get something out of it. Use lab station. Or advanced med packs, please. Could always do with those. What's this stuck door do? Well, it appears to be stuck, apparently. Okay, what's the security door? Broken droid. Stuff. More stuff. And more stuff. Okay. Defense droids. Reactivate the droid. Optimize the droid weaponry. Optimize droid's targeting system. Modified droid programming. This droid's commands are tied to a central computer station. You'll have to use a computer to issue commands to this droid. Oh, crap. Alright. Leave it out. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Change the defense. Here we go. Reprogram to defense range to defend hostiles. Damn it, we don't have enough computer spikes. Damn it. Why is there not enough computer spikes in this game? Gosh darn it. Maybe we can make some actually. Do we miss one? No, we got them. Okay. Create or break down items. Oh, there we can make computer spikes, can't we? Yes, yes, we can. Okay, cool. Lightsaber, we already updated. Let me see. Ranged. Oh, well, there's this stuff. Okay, so close. Oh, where are we? What item does Anton have on him at the moment? Currently has the heavy metal light thingy. T16. Well, that seems to be the best for now. Okay, so.
How may I serve?
How may I serve? Alright. Upgrade. Ranged. Where is the mining laser? I guess we can't upgrade that. Oh, that sucks. That does suck indeed. Okay. Alright, we've already upgraded you as much as we can. Alright, we've got enough spikes now. Okay. Okay. Alright, fence droid status. Okay. Oh, we're going full on dark side here. Full on dark side. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Settler. Receptionist.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Alright.
Any luck on getting my...
Yeah, I've had some questions about that actually.
What do you want to know? If you're really going to help me, I'll tell you anything you want to know about it.
Where is the salvage account?
It's right next to the ruin. Any luck?
Is this guy just going to tell me what it is? Can you tell me about Dantooine now? I guess this guy's usually useless. Okay, let's go talk to your man again.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along.
Okay, I think that's everything. Let's save it up and go talk to Zeron again.
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just... The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you ready to finalize the defense plans?
How much time do we have? What's involved with finalizing the defenses?
Inspecting the perimeter, talking to the troops, and coming up with a bet. I fought in a war or two, but I'm no general. In my experience, people like you are better at strategy. You want a hand in making the plan, you got it.
I'm ready to finalize the battle plans.
You sure? Once we're done with that, there may not be any time left before the mercenaries attack.
I'm certain I've done all I can.
All right, then we got a lot to do.
Oh shit, here we go.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got two goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the Administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed.
Go on.
The Administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door in back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed?
Oh, I think it should be outside. Main entrance, the back by the garage. Inside by the Administrator's door. Let's go main entrance.
The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad?
Inside by the Administrator's door.
Alright. Where do you want the third squad, the new recruits?
Could you tell me about the squads, the back by the garage?
Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't. That way both sides have leadership.
Nah, I'll take the back. I'll try covering the 2 back entrances.
The back? I suppose that there is more ground to cover with the 2 entrances. Alright, I'll take the front. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Come over to me and the mercs will just charge straight into Kunda. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Now we just need to dig in and wait for the mercs to come.
Have you talked with the men?
Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. I'm not much for words.
I think they could use some encouragement. Maybe I could speak to them.
Alright, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
Oh, I can speak good, alright. Tell them this is their chance to make history. Remind them their friends and family are counting on them. Warn them not to get killed. Tell them they're doomed. Nothing hurts more than a blast or shot to the groin. If you've never been shot, there are no words to describe how much pain you're going to feel. And there are so many other ways you can get maimed and seriously injured. I expect most of us are going to die today, so you might want to think about all the things you care about. It won't matter soon. That's it really. Yes.
I'm no speaker, but I don't think that helped much. That's the way the militia acts every time I give a speech too. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Here they come. There's not really that many of them. I was expecting more. Okay. But they're going to turn around and shoot the friendlies though, weren't they? I have no idea what's going on here. The available slots. Okay. Well, let's take our friends out. Where's Hanhar? I like Hanhar. Okay. Oh, we're not fighting them. We're fighting these guys, aren't we? Wait, what? I thought we were fighting them. Ah, God damn it. I just made this job insanely hard for myself now. Where's Hanhar? Get your wiki rage on. Oh, that frame rate just went through the roof. Where's that insanity?
How may I This is my life. Soon we shall. I shall make this one.
Am I attacking this guy? What the hell are you guys doing? Oh, here's second wave. I was hoping the dark side of the Force decision there, but I guess it didn't work out too well for me. Oh my god, what's happening? Oops. Nice. Okay, so let's do our thing again. Yes, you do that. You will do this. No. And you will put on your Wookiee Rage and go crazy again.
We've lost too many soldiers. Fall back inside.
In we go. Okay. Where am I? Here we go.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. She's inconvenient and doesn't know the chain of command. She will pay for that. We could kill you, but I think you'd slaughter at least 4 of my men. Recruitment fees are 250 credits per man, so 1,000 credits for us to avoid the hassle of replacing those men. Do we have a deal? You look capable for a Jedi. Fine. A full squad of 8 then. 2,000 credits. That was my final offer, Jedi. Let's see the value of your boasts. I was trained at Malak's Academy. Your tricks won't work. Kill them all.
My life. I shall make this one's this one. How may I serve you? My life. I shall make this one see. My life is...
I was right about you. All right, then we got a lot to do. I imagine. Here's this, and where do you want this? Where do the one thing that's all right. Let's go.
Tell me what you see.
Put up a little more this time, just in case we do mess up again. Stupidly. I kinda wish we could skip all that. Alright. Let's get our friends back again. Get our Hanhar. And we'll take Visas because she's great with Jedi powers. Okay, so let's take care of everybody. Of course, we're going to save again.
The honor is mine.
No, the honor is all mine.
My life is yours.
Fury!
My life is yours.
Oh my god, the camera's going wild. Took them all? Nope. Nope. Did it on Sunday. Go, augers, and kill! Who's down? Nobody. Oh my god, it's so annoying that you just don't attack! Now fine.
We've lost.
Fall back! Alright, now we can help.
So you're the...
Alright. Why do you want her dead? Reason to get her anyway.
So...
Boy, man, that's an insult. Okay. You can live for 2,000 credits.
Sensible. I will order my men to leave you be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oops.
The Republic won't stand for what you've done here. You'll pay for your crimes.
I was going to make it a painless death, but you've been much more difficult than you had to be. Now you're going to pay.
Pew pew! God, I'm so evil. Oh,
I should have stopped you long ago. Your machinations end here, outcast.
Don't make me kill you, Vrook.
No more words. Defend yourself or perish.
Well, I guess that's that then. Oh, it's just me versus him. Okay. Well, we can start using our Jedi power a little bit. Wow. He's a little tougher this time, that's for sure. Wow, he's about to kill me. Usables, advanced med pack. Where are you? Can we use any of these? No, we can't. God damn. He's a hard fella to hit. There we go.
He is overconfident. Observe how he handles his lightsaber. He is using Atara in aggressive form, best suited for single opponents. You can easily defeat him by encircling him with your controls, or by using blaster fire. Be wary of his power attack, however, as it is further enhanced using this form.
Are you arrogant enough to think you can divide your attention while fighting me? You think you can learn my technique just by watching me? It takes a Jedi Master years to perfect it. It's not possible. You must be stopped.
It is something the Sith, the assassins that stalk us, can do. It is of the dark side, the ability to feed on life, the Force. The closer one comes to it, it makes them stronger for a time. Not all techniques in the Force are learned through practice and training. This is something instinctual, born from experience. It is a way that they fill the hollow places where the Force used to be.
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Unnecessary observation. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation. And bring about the termination of hostilities. Failing, Master. Systems failing, Master.
Greetings and good day, traveler. On behalf, is there some... My apologies. I have no recollection of the Sith invasion topic. Error. Memory overflow. Resetting. May I be of any further service to you? Processing. Exterior damage analysis. Level 7 impairment. Multiple casing breaches detected. Bipedal servos misaligned by 32 degrees. Memory storage overflow. Memory unit is approximately 56 months overdue for maintenance. Error. Memory over. May I be overly... The local militia. Addition. If you...
HK-47, I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered one as large as you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel as if I should remember you. Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. As a consequence, you are now responsible for course corrections and astrogation. Statement. That is indeed a great burden. It also raises many questions. Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe you've been somewhere. Somewhere you wish to keep hidden.
General, need something. Yes. Sorry, something. Just working on the ship. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think. General, need. I moved around. And I don't think I'll be as long as I can. I decided I'd do something constructive. I wanted to. All I wanted was something. If the Republic would, I can't take seam, but there's nothing. Something else. But something.
Master, I must say it is a pleasure to be working side by side with you. Statement. Just when I believe my photoreceptors have recorded the last potential aspect of your cruelty to my memory core, you commit a new atrocity that leaves me analyzing its impact for days. You are like a delightful random cruelty generator, Master, poisoning all you touch with your presence. You are a testament to all organic meatbags everywhere. Flattery. It is not mere entertainment, Master. It is art. Statement. I have already learned a great deal, Master, and I am anxious to learn more of lying, betrayal, and new ways to harm innocence. Statement. Statement? Oh, yes, Master. Pain is really the only reliable means by which truth may be obtained, or so I choose to believe. Statement. Master, I am no behavior droid, but it is obvious to me that you have serious ethical problems that will need to be treated at some point. Very well. Ask your questions. If you feel the need to make it an interrogation, however, do not restrain yourself. I would be saddened if you held back. Query. Indeed, I was unaware that the Navicomputer was locked.
I think the droid was against them. I didn't realize it was bloody muted there the entire time. Yes, it's voice printed.
Statement. Yes, I heard it was voice printed. Most curious.
Most curious. You can mimic languages, right? Can you unlock it?
Statement. I suppose so, Master. But I would need to know who voice locked it. And regrettably, I do not have that knowledge. It seems to me that we will have to accept the T3's astrogation abilities for the time being. It is a very loyal and dependable droid for its class.
Okay.
Statement.
How did you get scattered all over the galaxy?
Theory. Well, Master, I believe I was shot repeatedly. Once reduced to my component parts, I suspect pieces of me were sold across the galaxy. Statement. I am an extremely valuable piece of equipment after all, Master. My parts were no doubt costly to obtain, and their new owners hesitant to part with them.
It set me back a few credits, yes. It was something of a pain, yes. What was the second one?
Statement. There is no need to hide your embarrassment over the high price I commanded, Master. I will be worth every credit, despite my apparent memory damage, crippled assassination protocols, and the small amount of rust that decorates my frame. Regardless, please bear in mind that I am quite an asset, and that you would be well advised to take good care of me.
Other HGN, do you know what love is? Do you know anything about the Sith hunting us?
Statement. Master, you wound me. Not physically, but in my behavior core. It is true that I once possessed many more protocols and upgrades, but time and damage has taken its toll. And I am afraid that I have a rather long history of memory problems, which has also compromised my effectiveness as well. Still, you will find me a valuable asset, Master, willing and able to terminate anything you point me towards.
I think that's everything. Okay. Oh, I'm an evil bastard. See that bad boy up. The droid. When I was captured by Gato, how were you able to find Gato's yacht? You snuck onto Voga's droid warehouse to steal the codes? So who was transmitting the codes to Gato's yacht? The droids? Interesting. crap. That didn't sound very convincing. Are you sure you don't know? Do you know HK droid and cargo bag came from? What's wrong with the astrogation system? I know it's damaged. Keep talking to this bloody droid. Alright. Give me all the spikes. Alright, it doesn't have any more by the look of it. Okay, can you upgrade an item for me? Oh, we can upgrade weapons or stuff. Okay. Loads of computer specs. Alright. Is there anything else I can be working on here? Nope. I want to see if we can actually upgrade our the robes actually. What robes did we get from him, I wonder? We did get something. The Barando's Sage Robe. Damage immunity 20% versus dark side, 20% versus light side, plus 4 wisdom, defense bonus 2. Most elite, they are able to see into the future, past, and across the entire galaxy. Are force-sensitive members of the Keldor race. They seek inner peace and are very patient, consulting with the Force making decisions. I think that'd be better for Visas. The Nourish robe. Stained with pigments and beautiful rare Norris can found on the planet Almar. These robes are naturally resistant to energy. Now we could play that's the one we have on. That's so good though. Where's the Jedi Master robe, which sucks? Okay. Oh, these are the ones else we got. Persuade. No. Okay. Cancel them. Alright, we could talk to Hanhar. You will speak to me with respect or I will break you. Stop stalking the ship, stay in one place and don't move. Why are you pacing so much? Stop stalking the ship. I've already asked all these questions before. Okay. Anybody else to talk to? As herself.
Why are you here?
What's wrong?
If you have come to ask me questions, try to find out more of Atris or the Academy, then I have nothing to say to you. I see where your loyalty lies, and if you stand with her, then you cannot stand with me. She is of the Sith. She has faced battle and been found wanting.
She can be trusted. She is no concern of yours. Keep your opinions to yourself. She serves a difficult master. So do you. As do you.
Why is it you trust her and not I? I would follow you wherever you led. I believe in what you seek, yet you listen to her counsel. She who would lead you to the Sith Lords themselves. She who would sacrifice you to darkness.
Because I believe she can be saved. It is because her wound is similar to mine. It is difficult to express. And you would not sacrifice me to Atris if she ordered it? I do not trust her more than you. You must believe me. She can lead me to those who seek to destroy me, then I confront them and hopefully stop them. Those who hunt me, I shall butcher her and her masters.
Is that something that she told you? If that is what you believe, then what I say does not matter. Stay with her then. I will aid you against the enemies we face, but when it is settled, you shall not see me again.
Damn. She didn't like that.
There is nothing for...
Oh well, alright. Where else are we going? Is this Kreia?
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room.
As many as want to come with us and help us. Only as many as I need, and only as many as will sacrifice themselves to me.
Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many more will come in time. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
What makes you think they obey me? From them and you.
You deserve nothing, but you have earned such obedience, yes. They are tools, you are right. More than you know. I am not blind. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others.
Does the fact that they obey me upset you?
I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them?
I've noticed their behavior is changing, Alton especially.
The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully. See their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done.
You have a point. I will reflect on this. And what about you?
I am but a mirror whose only purpose is to show you what your own eyes cannot yet see.
I will think upon how my allies may be used then.
Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength.
I have had other questions. What do you mean?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his?
Because he is a leader. He was a powerful presence. There was little one did not believe when he spoke with conviction.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
They came from the Sith Empire. I thought teachings of the Sith came from Korriban.
Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
Do you have any ideas?
Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
Yes. Alright, I have other questions.
Ask.
What do you know of Vis's master? Can you tell me about Augur's crystal?
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you it acquires its character and strength, and through it your power is enhanced. Most interesting. Your crystal does not perfectly reflect your current self. Remove it from your lightsaber, then ask me about it again. Is there something else you wished?
Can you tell me, what do you know about Vis's master?
He, if he can truly be called a man any longer, is one of the Dark Lords that pursues you. I do not think he knows what you are. Not yet. He spared the Miraluka, and that may have been the last shred of feeling that exists within him. Keep his slave close to you. I suspect there was a reason he spared her, and perhaps a reason that she survived when the rest of her people and the Jedi did not.
Visas is not a slave, not any longer. He is no longer a man.
One cannot have power of that magnitude that her master possesses and still think and perceive the universe as we do, as most of us do. I had hoped that you would not have to confront him, but her presence here has changed all that. You will have to meet him in battle. You must be prepared to sacrifice the Blinded One. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to deal with her master.
If that is what must be done for victory, then I will do so. Perhaps I can convince her to sacrifice herself. That would be a twin victory, I think.
If you have such power, then I would make use of it. There is no need to dirty your hands when you can convince another to drive a blade into their own heart.
And I thought I was cold.
Oh, you have promise. But wait until you have more years fall upon you, and you will see what a shell your heart will become.
How did he destroy her homeworld?
It is a technique that is almost as old as the Sith themselves. It is a means of severing connections between life, the Force, and feeding upon the death it causes. It cannot be taught. It can only be gained through instinct, through experiencing its effects firsthand.
And he used it to kill an entire planet.
Yes, and he fed upon its destruction. It will sustain him for a time.
How can anyone have that kind of power?
Power? Do you think so? You would be wrong. There is no strength in the hunger he possesses, and the will behind his power is a primal thing, and it devours him as he devours others. His mere presence kills all around him, slowly feeding him. He is already dead. It is simply a question of how many he kills before he falls.
That kind of power is impossible.
Nothing is impossible with the Force. It is an energy that flows through all living things, and like energy, it may be harnessed, channeled, and consumed at times. It may even be a substance that can burn, and do not think of his power as one would a weapon, or one of your warships of the Republic. It is terrible, but it is still a subtle thing. The sect of assassins that chase you feed on the Force. What he does is simply the pinnacle of what they could achieve in time. And that is why they and their techniques must be wiped out. No one again must experience and learn what her master did.
How are they able to drain the Force?
As much as one may use the Force to bolster the wills and strengths of others, the reverse is possible, though not often used. Instead of sending one's will through connections in the Force, instead such connections are drawn upon, fed upon, and drained completely.
But all life is touched by the Force. He is no longer a man. Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Then you understand how terrible such a power is, and why it must be ended. It is an empty road to the dark side, and by traveling it, the price is death before one's time. He is a breach in the Force, capable of consuming the lives of those around him. Sometimes the touch is slow, as it is with his crew.
How does he use his power?
It is not something he can direct or focus,
hey, Sonnet.
Much like hunger itself.
Thanks for the lurk.
He is more of a hole in the Force than a living thing. Force sensitives and worlds rich in the Force draw him. The Miraluka world was one such place. That is why where the Jedi gather, Jedi will die.
Oh,
he will
shit.
feel it, unless they mask
I've done
their
those in a
presence.
while.
But Qatar called out as a beacon to him, and he could not resist it. And he cares nothing for the Sith, or its teachings, or the Jedi. And when the Jedi are dead, he will feed on the galaxy, the Republic, and eventually consume the Sith as well. There is no future in the empty galaxy he sees, and that is why he must be stopped. The breach must be sealed before his power grows beyond what even we can hope to stop.
Do you have any idea why he spared her? It's only 5 because the clapping push-ups are 5. It's a dangerous enough thing to do. Dangerous enough thing to do, you see, so I try to keep it to a minimum. Do you have any idea why he spared her?
Perhaps he is bound to her, as I am bound to you. If so, there may be a death served by hers. You must be prepared to sacrifice the blinded one. Perhaps her death will buy you the time you need to...
Okay, I think that's everything. You don't seem like the Handmaiden. Why? Do you like the Handmaiden? Why?
There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Okay. We could drop her off at the next planet. She has offered to help us, so show her the same respect I show you. I trust her. She is here to help us, and not unless she stand together. Then perhaps we should stop talking about it and simply eliminate her.
No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you.
Why do you say that?
Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
They do not see the Handmaiden as an enemy, and neither should you. I'll keep that in mind and watch the Handmaiden carefully. Agreed, we need every tool we can get if Beatrice tries anything.
Good.
I feel like I'm being
That
used
is the
here.
most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
Okay. Oh my god, we can talk to her about so much. Did you know Beatrice at all?
Beatrice herself is not as familiar to me as perhaps she should be. Yet I feel I know her, yes.
What do you mean?
Because Beatrice's path is one I walked long ago, and it is a chapter of my life that has been read and closed. She has taken the first steps, I think. We shall see. Surely you felt the righteous anger, the spoken judgments, the lack of forgiveness.
You walked her path?
I was a historian once, gathering the relics of the Jedi, learning the ancient mysteries. Always there were more questions. One quickly learns that the Jedi Code does not give all the answers. If you are to truly understand, then you will need the contrast, not adherence to a single idea. That is why Beatrice and the others blamed me, sentenced me. They believed me responsible for Revan's fall.
You trained Revan?
You have already asked much. I do not wish to speak of this any longer.
Okay. Did you know Revan? The council cast you out. How come Idris, none of the Jedi Masters mentioned you?
Ignorance. And perhaps they do not remember or care. It is of no consequence to me or to them.
You're lying.
Am I? Then perhaps you should know. There are
I?
techniques in the Force where one can cloud the memory of others, make their presence so small as to be unnoticed. And on the worlds where we have encountered these Jedi, there is much life and death where sensing such things is difficult. As I said, it is of no consequence to me or to them.
Do you use that technique on me?
No, but if I did, you would never know. So my words only carry as much worth as you believe them to. But perhaps you will understand this, that perhaps it is important to me that you see me and my actions uncloaked. It is important that your judgments, whether be good or bad, stem from seeing me as I truly am.
I still think you're lying to me, and you haven't told me everything.
Then you are learning quickly. Distrust is an effective shield and should be carried always.
I had other questions. Let me see. I've thought more about the destruction of Vis's homeworld.
And?
Atton said her planet was wiped out, that it was only a colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy. Now, we've already heard all about that. Let me see. Do you know anything about the Sith who pursue us? Alright, we've done that one too. Okay. Save that up, and we will do our push-ups for Summit. So, let's get the camera correct. Just camera. There we go. And my horrible hairstyle. And we will point the camera down. See. And hopefully you'll be able to see some of this. Should fit in there. Cool. Alright, 5 clapping push-ups going right up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. How you do it? Oh, it's getting warm in here. Is it just me? Getting pretty damn warm. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Let's fix the camera. All right. I've seen. Get my headphones back on. Do that. Get a little closer to the camera. A little higher. I think it's better. Okay. I think we're back to normal. Okay. Game capture. Okay, we are back to interrogating others then. Let's see. Alright, we've talked to Hanhar. We haven't talked to your man yet.
What have you brought me?
Considering I saved you, you could be more grateful. And make me some more security on it. Alright, that's it. I've already talked to him about everything. Talk to anybody in here? No. Aton's at the front. We're going to talk to Aton as well. Where's the handmaiden? No. Ah, here we go. This is
my life for yours.
My life for yours. How did you find me? Who sent you? I wanted to teach you some of the forms out
I am prepared both.
Then the auto receiver form. When I tried to make you stronger not to serve me.
My life.
I think that's everything.
I will.
Oh.
Forgive. I must warn you. If you weaken yourself for me, then it will kill you.
To help another is not weakness. You have curious views for a Sith. I do not understand where your power over the dark side comes from. You are too even-tempered and submissive for my tastes.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
Tell me about your homeworld.
It is not something I speak.
Okay. Alright, I think that's everything. Let's go towards the cockpit. We'll talk to Aton. See what he has to say.
Care to explain why we have that psychotic Wookiee with us?
Because Hanhar is loyal and I need a loyal ally, understand? Great thinks he may prove useful. We can always use that animal to draw more blaster fire.
Alright, but this won't end well. Trust me.
The handmaiden has lost her temper with me.
There's a surprise. Trust me, she's a handful. All warriors are. They're not used to dealing with things they can't punch, kick, or break. Look, I know how it is. Me? There's no denying that I'm a good-looking guy. You have it worse.
Because
like even though you might not be as good-looking as me, you have that whole tortured past, that command presence. Women want to save you. They think they can help you.
What are you talking about? Help me? Why do I need to be saved?
They think that everyone can be redeemed and that they're the only ones who can do it. And you don't know if it's you or the idea of you that they love.
Are we talking about me or you?
We're just talking. Like I said, I've never understood women. It's possible they don't love you at all. That they just want to help you. Help you hear yourself if you've gone deaf to your own voice. We all lose our way sometimes, and we need someone to pull us back.
Sounds like you've had that experience before.
Don't remember. Truth is, I still don't listen to my conscience, even when it's shouting. I think there's times I'd rather be completely deaf than hear it. But all this talk doesn't matter. I'm not qualified to give advice. Besides, when I open my mouth, I'm usually lying anyway.
Forget it. I had other questions. Okay, nothing, never mind. That's everything. Okay, Chartmao. Dantooine. Telos, we've already been to. Paragus, we've already been to. Korriban, we'll leave to last. So we've Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, we've already been to. So 2 more planets to go. So Onderon is the next. Isis Spaceport. Let's go. I love cutscenes. Pew! Okay.
Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and
Come
again on
on,
the planets
pick up
below.
the stream. Or not, whatever.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk.
Why is
I
the
was
stream
told
not
to expect
working?
your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Yeah. Cinematic. Oh, it is. I think we're going shooting.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
I'm on the turret. Just keep her steady. Oh yeah, let's do this. It's finally working again. Where are the bastards? Where are they? Where are they? You think they're coming from over there? Crap. The lasers are so confusing. Is that one? Alright, we got them.
I can't keep us in one piece much longer. Sorry to spoil your fun, but we've got to land now. I'm gonna put us down on that jungle moon.
Not okay then. Seems like there's a full-scale war going on up there. The Ebon Hawk. There's a lot of cinematics going on at the moment, which obviously you guys can't see. Hey Dave, well, you gotta love finishing work. Only one more day to go, that's the weekend.
You
How
know,
was your day?
just
Good and
once
busy?
I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts.
What now?
Well, the space battle's still going on overhead. Since they were so eager to use our hull for target practice, I doubt they're just gonna forget us. Well, I don't like it. Onderon is about as far from the core as you can get and still be in the Republic. But even out here, the locals have heard of us. We're lucky I was able to find this place to land. Looks like something has cleared away the jungle in a few spots around here.
Where did we land? Yeah, as busy as the last few days, but at least I made a dent into the Murtatas I have left for tomorrow. Good, good. The less you need to do tomorrow, the better. It means you get an easier entrance into the weekend. Where did we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
How badly is the ship damaged?
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
We need to get it to Onderon.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Okay, let's head to the outpost then.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Okay. So question, Dave, regarding the 6700 XT, what you mentioned earlier about the bad reviews, what did you see and why would you say it's actually a pretty bad graphics card? Curiosity wise. Okay, let's see, we'll take Hanhar and we'll take your woman as well. Cancel? We not added them both? Move. We sure this is the party? Yes, we do actually. Okay. Weird looking planet. For sure. Seems to be only one way to go. Okay. Damn, these two lightsabers are really working for me. Is that another way to go? I assume not, okay. Freaking tearing through everything with these two lightsabers. Okay, there's loot here. Let's just see what we get.
A weakness is
Okay. Let's go up this way. I thought I'd seen somebody up there. Yeah, it looks like there's somebody there. Malras.
Got some news. The space battle is still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or it may be on the other side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
Okay. That's a robot? Remote droid. The old remote droid has been eaten away by the jungle. Even if it was repaired, you would need to access the computer that controls it to get it operational again. Okay. Right, so, where is there to go? We can go to the right or to the left? What's up ahead?
soon we shall know
Another droid. Skeletal corpse. Detonator gloves. Ah, we're really going out of our way here. I kind of want to see what's going back here. What's this? Means. What do you got for me? Shao warrior armor. Alright. I'll go over here to the left. Oh. It's another crash. What do you got for me? Components. Blaster rifle datapad. Revan says we must take Duxon. Our wing of military droid carriers are to be fly low and drop our payload onto the jungle moon. Once the droids hit Dirtside, they'll seek out the Mandalorian base and pave the way for our ground troops and the Jedi. We're expecting heavy resistance, and if the droids can't take out the anti-air turrets, then this is going to be one short mission. Well, it turns out it was. Alright, components. Rustic computer ports. Alright, let's repair it. Got a few repair parts. Access remote droids. Access droid AN. Doesn't do anything. Okay. Third one. Oh, let's see something. Okay. Repair computer core. 0 spikes. Does that do anything? Okay, okay. Okay. Got some XP out of it though. Can't complain. Give me the stuff. Mother and power shield. Droid number 2.
The orbital fighting just ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
So crushed. Okay.
This will fall.
We gotta hear anything about them, or we're just getting warned about them? Alright, let's save up. Alright, here we go. How many repair parts do I have? Not many. Right, ooh, I can't do anything to it. That's too bad. Are these friendlies or are they? Yeah, there we go. Who are you? I am Dezanti Zug. You have heard of the Zug family, yes? We are bounty hunters, very effective, very famous. Dezanti, never heard of you. Your family tried to kill me in Nar Shaddaa. That is very unfortunate. I told my lesser brothers to wait until I was present, but they could not. Now I must correct their error. Why are you hunting me? The exchange has put a bounty on your head, human. A very profitable amount. My family has accepted the job. I didn't start the space battle. Can we make a deal? I guess not. Yeah, it doesn't take long for old augers to get through them. Not with 2 lightsabers. Easy mode then. Alright, what have we got here? 2 possible directions this time? Alright, where have we got? Where are we? Alright, we have 2 directions. We go left or right? Let's go left first. Can we see anything on this ship? I guess not. Let's keep going. Hey, Rowan, how you doing, man? Are you enjoying KOTOR 2? Also running any mods to make the game look better? I'm running a crap ton of mods, actually, an absolute crap ton. I can't remember what I'm running, but I went through the big list that Rox had linked to me a long time ago, and we pretty much installed everything. So it's pretty good so far. How have you been? Long time no see. Wreckage. Rudian Deathblade. Interesting. What is that like? Let me look at hand hardware now. 16. 1 to 6. It's got a lot of stuff on it. Attribute damage strength DC 14. 20. What else is he got? He's got a Gamorrean and Vorax as well. I'm gonna close it for now. Don't think there's anything else that's gonna attack us right now. I'm doing well. Got a new set of glasses today. I haven't refreshed mine in it too long, and it's nice to be able to see properly. You're nice. Got a couple in about that. Have you got a nice frame, new frame, and everything with them? Oh damn. And that would be the locals in their cars.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately.
I like the backgrounds for all the two planets. Okay. No, wrong one.
Soon we shall know pain. Soon we shall know pain.
You should one-shot these guys anyway. Pretty happy with it. New frame, new lenses, bright, lighter lenses even. No, it's pretty good. Pretty damn good. I wouldn't need most user glasses. These are the only glasses that I have at the moment, and I don't really need them that much. They're good for glare though. Whenever I look at a computer, my eyes get quite sore after a while, so whenever I wear the glasses, they make it a hell of a lot easier for me to look at a computer screen for longer. One of these guys again, eh?
My life.
Your powers. Destroy them all. Bye.
Soon.
Oh, we're going everywhere now.
Soon.
Okay. Think I got everything. So apart from new glasses and all, what have you been up to? Been doing anything exciting in life these days? Try an agility upgrade. Okay. I'll take it. Is this door openable? It is. Ooh. You see a body of a Mandalorian soldier. He was killed in the last 3 or 4 days. Okay. What's he got though? Thorium charges, Mandalorian heavy blaster, credits, and 2 advanced med packs. Nice. Let's save it up before we move in here. This door is impenetrable to anything short of a high-grade explosive. Use thorium charges to open this door. Boom. Even though she stands right beside it. Okay. Right. Can we pick this one up? I can't see who's doing it. Oh. Deadly gas grenade. Mine. Not grenade. Mine. Which obviously didn't work again. Alright. Antidote kit. Alright, what do we got? Metal box. Computer spike. I'll take that. Static blaster and a Mandalorian power shield. Nice. Construction kit. Chemicals, credits, and plasma projector. Power implant, hyperadrenal, and last of all, Credits. Lots of credits. Okay. Let's keep going then, shall we? Save it up. This must be the settlement.
Hold it right there.
Oh shit.
Got you surrounded. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here?
What is with Mandalorians and this downed moon?
We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exarch was defeated. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
My country has opened up mostly after some strict lockdowns, so so there's a bit more light at the end of that tunnel. Nice. Other than that, I've been enjoying a game called Valkyrie Chronicles 4. Not sure if it's exciting to stream, but you should check it out sometime. Oh, okay. So what type of game is that? You're lucky with the lockdown. Our lockdown is still going for at least another 3 weeks. Another 3 weeks, and then we may start to open things back up again. But yeah, we're nowhere near. I think we're about maybe 3 months off. Finally, fully opening, as long as everything goes well. I was exploring. Who are you? Our ship crashed, and we were forced to land here. I'm thinking of starting a Zerka office here.
We expected as much. You visit Duxon by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
Your leader may be of use to me. Take him to me now. Alright. Let's continue our journey. Oh, damn, it's a full Mandalorian camp. It's a Mandalorian. It's kind of like the tarantulas. Tough little buggers. Yes, tough little buggers. I can't do an Australian accent to save my life.
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians.
Mandalore? I thought Mandalore was a planet. I thought the Mandalorians were disbanded. What is this place? I'm trying to get to Onderon. Let's go to the first one.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
The only Mandalorians I've seen are thugs.
Many Mandalorians have fallen from the path of honor and are now no more than common mercenaries. But that is changing.
What is this place?
This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last.
Why did you use Duxon? Your camp looks like it's seen better days. We'll see Duxon.
Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong. We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge.
Your camp looks like it's seen better days.
Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret.
Why did you use Duxon? Alright, I'm trying to get to Onderon. Do you know how I can get here?
So it's transportation
Get there.
you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth.
It is a tactics game. You control units on a battlefield in a turn-based system, but it has its own spin on how combat works. Set in an alternate Europe during a conflict very similar to World War II. Ooh, that's pretty interesting, actually. If you want to stick it onto my suggested games list, and then in my Discord, if you're still part of my Discord, then I'd be more than willing to have a look at it. More than happy to have a look at it and consider it. I'm not really good with tactic games, to be fair, but if it looks good, I'll play it. How can I prove myself? Why do you go to ISIS? Go to that one first. Why do I have to prove myself to you?
I don't travel with anyone I'm not sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be a liability.
Okay. Everyone thought the Mandalore was dead, killed during the war.
Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian can aspire to. When our leader falls in battle, the most worthy takes his place. So even though your army killed our leader, it was only a matter of time before we chose someone new.
Me. Okay.
I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Okay, he didn't really tell me what I needed to do there, though. Mandalore is a shuttle that could get in it, but he won't take you unless you prove yourself to the Mandalorians. He suggested you ask around at camp to see if there are things you can do. Okay, let's do that then. Didn't really say that, but sure, I'll take it. Alright, lab station. Let's see. Let's just have a look around here first. Can we go in here? Let's just save it before we do in case they attack us.
What do you want?
I didn't talk to you. The hell was that about? Can we not go near this door?
What do you want?
No, we can't do that. Okay. I'm just testing your level of alertness. You passed. Okay, so we can't go through that door. Alright, let's have a look around, shall we? Hello there, Mandalorian patrol guard. Oh, some metal boxes anyway. Enchanted shield. Metal box. Morian power gauntlets.
Circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you here.
Who are you?
For today, I have the honor of commanding the battle circle. I decide who fights who and make sure all the rules are followed.
What is the battle circle?
The battle circle is only a small part of our training regiment. A full Mandalorian warrior is a master of many fighting techniques, and here, all of them are tested. If you were to compete, you would have to do so on our terms, for that is the way of the battle circle. Those with great honor decide the terms of engagement. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their arms and feet. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged.
Glad this game has a lot of voice acting. Can't imagine your voice would be happy with it if it didn't. Yeah, that's for sure. My voice is like, there's still some characters in this game which make me have to talk a lot because they talk in a different language, and my voice just feels like crap at the end of it, not gonna lie. I want to fight in the battle circle.
You are new, so you will fight Davril. He is young and have not been able to prove himself in battle. Davril, what are your terms?
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no items. Just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. No one dies in the battle circle. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience a true fight.
Alrighty then. Okay. It's hit me anyway. It wasn't much of a challenge.
The match between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davriel is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you. As little honor as you have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again.
I think we will. I think we will.
Here to watch a fight or to participate?
I want to fight in the battle circle.
After defeating Davriel, you have gained some small honor. There is, since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms.
No further terms. I can use my lightsaber on the Force. He can use whatever he wants as well.
I will send a runner to Kex. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi.
Damn it, this should be hopefully easy enough. Would help if I had my bloody lightsaber equipped. Why did it? That's stupid. Didn't last long.
The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable.
Alright, well, maybe give me a better fight next time. Not that I'm complaining.
Here to watch a fight or to...
I want to fight in the battle circle.
You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior. Just fist and foot like you fought. Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand.
Alright, easy enough. Hopefully. Oh, nearly got him. If stop missing would be great. Stop missing! There we go.
The match between Jedi, the Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today. The only Mandalorians left for you to fight are our champions. No one can fight a champion until they have proven themselves worthy. And it must be real proof. The kind you gain fighting foes to the death. And a champion must observe and deem your actions worthy. There are two champions in the camp, Braylor and Kelborn. Until you prove yourself in their eyes, the battle circle is closed to you.
Okay then. Oh, we can save that up. We can also level up as well. So let's do that. Level up. Skills. Computer use. Persuade. Treat injury, please. Powers. Let's see. What can we upgrade here? Get our force resistance up. Is there anything else we can get up? No, that's happy enough. Okay. Except we are now level something. Level 15 Sentinel, level 4 Marauder. Okay, where are we? So we can't talk, we can't do anything else, can we? Can I fight anyone else in the circle? Okay, let's go have a look around then. More loot over here. Strength package and Agarok. Let's have a look at that. Let's get our lightsabers back on again. Where's Agarok? What does it actually do? 3 to 36, holy crap, that's a hell of a lot of damage. The two-hander weapon, close. Pretty damn good. Maybe Hanhar can take it. What's that? We should put more stuff on her. Constitution. Jedi Master Robe. Like that. Okay. Or is there other things that she actually be better off? Clothing? Certainly not. Force points. Norse robe. That's exactly the same as the Barndu Siege robe then. No, she's alright with that one. Alright, let's see what we got here. Arcanian Shield. Better than a Chani Shield, just in case she gets some energy hits. Get this. Safe hands, demolitions, reflexes, wisdom, force resist. Ooh, that's a good one actually. Especially for you. Handmaiden staff while she is unarmed. Okay. Okay, close. What is in here? Just loot? Yeah, take it, I guess. Oh, I was going to look at Hanhar actually. Hanhar. Right, bugger you. Let me see. Weapons. Also. Can we. None? We can use this Argarok sword. Or axe just to see what happens. Improved power attack. No, he does a hell of a lot of damage with flurry anyway. So maybe cancel. Screw it, we'll just stick on his Gamorrean war. Ooh, double worry. 2 to 20 versus 5 to 16. Yeah, that's great. Okay, that'll be enough. Hyper battle stimulant. Credits. Okay. Maybe there's something in here. Point us in the right direction. A workbench. A telemetric computer. This appears to be a telemetry computer. It isn't working. Useful. Let's see if you can upgrade your stuff actually. Upgrade weapons. Armor. Where is your job? There it is. Upgrade. So what have we got on here? Oh, actually we have upgraded this fully. Okay. Not much use to this. But Hanhar, can you upgrade this stuff? Your weapons possibly? No, he cannot. Okay. Well, he doesn't have any armor to upgrade. Okay. Use the power for some reason though. Alright, what have we got going on over here, eh? And mate, who are you? I sent one of my warriors, Kumis, into the jungle. It's been 3 days and I want you to bring his corpse in a survival pack. Are you sure he's dead? If Kumis wasn't dead, he'd be back already. If you find his body, just bring it back. Why do you want the body? Good point, I don't want this body, just this equipment. Field strip the corpse and bring the gear back. By Kumis' body, I will bring back his gear. Good enough for you. Anything you find in the jungle is mine. Okay, we'll do that. The Mandalorians will rise again. Okay, anybody else? Zuka. Well, okay. Seth's blood. Fixing anything in this rot-infested place is an uphill battle. What's the problem? This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generator's computer systems is no easy task. I've had some practice restoring computer systems if you need a hand. Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle sensors can't recover the whole moon. Then let's get to work fixing it. Alright, the only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer. We're gonna find what? We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but Flaming Canucks ate it. Alright, so how do you propose I find it? We checked the cache manifest, and that's the only one that has in storage. It's probably the only working converter on this moon. The Canucks actually ate it. They're vermin, and no challenge for our Mandalorians. Since they provide no sport, we ignore them. So how do you propose I find it? Just gut every Canuck you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts. It's better be worth it. I'll start looking. Alright, that's number 2. Your captain. Can we talk to you? Why did you call off your patrols? If any of the Underrun military come searching for those ships, we don't want them finding our base. 3 ships. There was a ship on the Duros ship. Who was the third? Knowing some of the large ducks in base, the crew's probably already dead. Why are you hiding from the Underrun military? If they knew we were here, they would eventually gather enough courage to attack us. It is not a battle we wish to wage yet. Is there anyone else on the moon? It's like someone is searching the planet and doing so under the noses of the military. Wherever they are, they've stayed clear of us. You can help in this. Okay, what is a Zakkeg? We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents for non-Mandalorians. I could defeat it. If you fight a Zakkeg, if you survive such a battle, you'd gain much honor. Hey, Gungara man! Anything big happened story-wise since I was here last? You haven't got far at that point. We have finished off. We have finished off Nar Shaddaa. We finished off Perugus station, which was the first place, and we finished off Dantooine. We are now on Onderon, and we're trying to help the Mandalorians so they'll be able to get us on the Duxon. Get us on. We're on Duxon. We're trying to get it on to Onderon. That's what it is. Sorry. So we're getting there. We've only one planet left after this, which is Korriban. That's the one I've been trying to leave to the last one because it is the Sith home world, and I like to do that one last because it's probably the most interesting one I would actually look forward to doing. How have you been then, Gungar man? Have you been up to much? The no beast in this moon is a match for me. Alright, that's 3 quests we've got now. Anything else? Mandalorian guard. This guy just sell me stuff. Kex! Let's see what you have to sell. So annoying that there's a bug going on here that if I click anything, it completely skips over the dialogue, and all I got is this line of dialogue at the top. The only advice I'll give you is that you're in the jungle, shoot anything that moves, and shoot things that don't move, just to be sure. Do you have some sort of problem with me? If it were up to me, you would have been shot on sight. Mandalore must think you're something special. I am, and you better not forget it. I won't, as long as Mandalore's orders stand. If he wants you dead, though, then I'm going to be the first one gunning for you. Let's see what you have then. Alright, never mind, I'll be going. Okay. I'm great. Tired working up the energy to go for a meal. Oh, is it early for you? Do we talk to this guy? Mandalorian guide. I think we talked about it. Let's go. Alright, we're doing something with him. He must be the one that wants to be the jump again. Okay. Where are we? Right back where we were. Okay, so that's no use to me. I guess he brings me back to thingy.
About time you shut up. Mandalore ordered me to report here and escort you wherever you need to go.
Okay. Let's go to our camp.
Follow me.
Alright, can I travel outside the camp? 9:52 p.m. Oh, you're an hour ahead of me. Okay. So you're trying to get your food in before you leave? Or before you go to bed or something? Not leave. Okay, so where are we? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright, so that leads me back to the Mandalorian ruins. Right. Let's have a look around.
Finally arrived, Jedi. I seek to reclaim the honor that you stole from me. I challenge you here, outside of the battle circle. This time, we fight to the death.
Why do you want to fight me again?
I was too young to fight in the Mandalorian wars. With our plans scattered, there was no opportunity to prove myself. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them, at the forefront of battle. But this has been denied me. What little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. This I won't allow.
Then we shall fight.
Now you face a true Mandalorian on the field of battle.
I don't think he is a true Mandalorian, but sure, I can kill him. Not gonna last very long. Sorry, bro. Oh, I'm darkening the dark side, alright. Darkening the crap out of that dark side. Okay. Let's see, alright, so can we talk to any of these guys then? Mandalorian Sentry.
You head out into the jungle. Stay alert.
Alright, I'll be careful. I can handle myself, actually.
Even the bravest men.
Alright, so which way to go first? Let's try this direction first. See where it goes. Yeah, that looks like a yes. Damn right. Well, you seem slightly OP right now. The dark side is kind to you. Very kind to me. Where the hell did this Canuck come from? I've got my 2 lightsabers and I completely destroy everything. It's kind of awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I'm just kind of wiping through everything. Everything seems to be attracted to me right now. I don't know what's going on here. Everybody else gets a level up though. I don't know how the hell I got so OP all of a sudden. I just got my 2nd lightsaber and then it just all started working, you know? Awareness can stay same, bit of the 2 injury. Feats. We'll do the master conditioning. Accept. We get you. Level up. Skills. What are we working on? Awareness? No. Treat injury. And one more. Stealth, I guess. Feats. What were we working on? That's really good. Suppose we get level 3 of the critical strike. Powers. What does she have? What was she working on? Already got that, which is a pretty awesome move. Or Whirlwind. Okay. Well, it took the game long enough to give you even 1 lightsaber, so I think it owes you that exactly. Exactly, Professor. Now I can unleash my full potential. Just like that. Oh, just like slicing my way through him. It's great. It's like butter. It's like trying to fight your way through a butter wall. Just slice right through it. Alright, right or left? Let's go right. Using Green's lightsaber. It's the only one available to me. I tried to make another lightsaber with a different color, but it wouldn't allow me to do it, so I just do what I got for now. So I'm happy enough using it though. I kinda wanted to go for a red one, but I guess not. Alright. Give me your remains. Strengthen underlay Morak. Okay. Tall, pale and handsome, the hooded BDSM look and the muscular fury are furry, damn right. Frickin' Hanhar just rips through everything, it's kinda awesome. Okay, what do we got here? You see a permacrete detonator. It's used to set off permacrete charges that are linked to it. Okay. A good balanced bunch. Oh, I think have I attracted everything in? The hunting beasts have heard your cry. They come to us now. We should be ready to battle. This should be easy. This should be pretty damn easy, I hope. We'll see it anyway, just in case. Alright guys, bring it on. This big boy. Is that all? Okay. I don't know. What's a good band name for these 3? The Invincible Trio? I don't know. I'm not used to doing these type of names. The Pale Hooded Furry. Ah. Or the Pale Furry Hooded Hoots? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what have we come across here? Oh shit, that's a lot of mines. Are we all gonna go boom? Oh, these are killing me, for sure. They're not doing very well here at taking apart these things, I think. Computer spike, don't mind if I do. I think Hanhar might have a better go at Impossible Brew. What are you telling me? I'll just blow it up then. when impossible, you just blow it up. Okay, alright, let's try a hand hard disabling these bad boys. See? Much better. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's have a look at these construction droids. Repair, activate droid. Examine the droid. The droid looks like it hasn't been used in some time. You can't find any way to activate the droid. Okay. You haven't done that.
How may I serve?
Alright, you're much better at repairing stuff. Alright, examine droid. Activate droid. Examine droid. Bash droid. That wasn't good. Oh! That was not good at all. So to destroy them all then. God, I love that one. That's one of the best ones. So it's just like destroys all droids. Oh, makes such good decisions when it came to some of my force powers, I'm not gonna lie. Life support pack, nice. What do you got for me? Strength amplifier, nice. What a good we here. Unlimited power! That's kind of it, yeah. God, I love that scene. Impossible. Nothing's impossible to augurs. Okay. Instruction kit. Okay, I think we're good. Well, that went from oh no to oh yeah! Oh no! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Something like that. Alright, let's have a little look. We've got a couple of kitties here, by the way. My wife is texting me about cats. Oh my god, look at the little kitties! Look at that little kitty! Look at this one! Look at that one! Ah, it's our kitty! Oh my god. And they're ready to reserve. But they don't home near busy roads though. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, but we live right beside a busy road, and there's a lot of places are very hesitant to reserving cats out to, or adopting cats out to people who live on busy roads. So it kind of sucks. Oh, a fizz pulse converter. We needed that. Okay, cool. Only a matter of time before we got that. Oh god. No, what are we doing? You're a little tougher, aren't you? Double-bladed lightsaber. I know who that's going to. It's going to Aton. Anglo Ripper.
I shall make this one see.
Those little bastards are everywhere. Oh, she's away running, isn't she? Typical. Where are we? Okay. best thing about it, we're killing everything in like one shot, and we haven't even got the activator friendly power, which is Fury, and it apparently makes me a hell of a lot more stronger. So I'm looking forward to trying that one out along with my new 2 double lightsabers. Okay, what have we got around here? Skeletal corpse, ceremonial armor. Nothing else there, is there? No, that wasn't. Nope. Oh, hello, Calborn.
What are you doing out here? It's dangerous for your kind.
Why are you here? I thought all patrols had been stopped.
I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on patrols. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area.
A ship?
Yeah, from what little we could pick up on sensors, it was bigger than your ship. Most likely a freighter or dropship. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Our sensors almost didn't pick it up.
Any sign of a crew?
Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green too. The fool walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart.
These intruders don't know the jungle in which they walk. They deserve to die.
He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out. You up for some action?
Take them out? Why?
We can't let them find the camp, if that's what they're looking for. We need to track them down and make sure their trip here is real short.
I'm always up for a fight. Let's stop talking and get to the killing.
Good to hear it. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many paths and I don't want them to slip by.
If they have sent any more lone scouts out into the jungle, they should be easy prey, as long as we cut them
If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts.
Talk too fast in this game. Let's find them.
I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get past me.
Right, so I'm gonna go over here then. Technically that is east, but whatever. Okay. Already been through here. Squeeze me. Alright, we're gonna go this direction now. Ah crap, it's 7 minutes past 9. I didn't realize at the time. Oh my god, I need to finish off. Alright, we don't want to go that direction again. Let's go this direction for now. Hello, Morales. Kill them all. Oh, hello. Is this the beast?
Wait a moment. Do you see that boma over there?
Oh, I see it.
The Force flows through even these simple creatures. If you empty your mind, you may be able to feel its thoughts. They are fully formed, basic instincts, urges, dominated by every breath and every moment, primal and unsophisticated.
What's the point of this? They aren't like us at all.
Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than our sentience. But you must bridge the gap between what distinguishes us and them. You feel its consciousness, like a low rumble before the storm. Use the Force to create a barrier around it. Make it with care and subtlety.
This shouldn't be difficult.
You came close, and you have potential. With practice, you can make any animal passive and pliable. But the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can break its hold, violence especially.
Can anything else be done with the beasts?
With the Force, anything is possible. But that is the end of the lesson for now.
You have gained the power of beast trick. It's still gonna attack me though. I kind of feel like there's a bug in here somewhere. Send him. Go up this direction.
My life is yours.
Oh, it's the Mandalorians. Are you Kuma? Sarga thought you were dead. I'm still alive. I am just in a difficult situation. What are you doing up there? Sarga told me to prove myself by taking explosives to these sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. So how did you get up there? So I've been up here weaponless for 2 days. It's kind of annoying, this bug. We run out of ammo. Isn't that against the Mandalorian code? Blaster rifles don't use much energy. Their energy cells last a long time. How often have you had to change ammo? I can't believe you were outwitted by Canucks. They're the good stuff thing. Haven't you tried running? I do not need you to echo my failures to me. I need your aid. Or what? If I give you enough time, perhaps the Canucks will eat your armor. You're not exactly in the best bargaining position.
Enough of this. If you're only here to mock me, then leave.
Well, he does that part.
Don't touch that button. It'll blow up all my charges.
You mean this button?
No!
Oops. A weak hunter doesn't deserve to live. I like the use you find for him, our amusement. Oops. God, I'm such a dark-sided bastard. Alright. Easy. I'd like to know how you get up there. I'm not getting up there that way. Alright, we need to finish up because it's getting pretty damn late. So we will do it there. We'll do a little save and we will exit to the game. Alright, so who do we have in the chat? Who do we have? 9 viewers, holy crap. Guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate that. If you're interested in my next stream, I will be streaming again on Sunday around 2 p.m. GMT with Star Wars, definitely Star Wars. Oh, Gorsa's online. Oh, we gotta rate him. We gotta rate Gorsa. I will be online about 2 p.m. GMT if you're interested in that with more Star Wars. So if you would like to be notified when I'm going to be online, just hit that follow button. That's right below. We really appreciate it. It supports the channel. If you are interested in, let me just kick off this raid actually. So we're ready. There we go. If you're interested in any of the videos that I've already done, or any of my previous parts of this game, or any of the rest of my games, they're all uploaded onto YouTube, so you can check them out there. You can also join our small community, which is Discord, and we have a Twitter, which we never use. So if you're interested in any of those, just you're more than welcome to join. So guys, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I hope you had a fantastic bit of entertainment. I hope you have, if I don't see you, have a fantastic rest of your week and a fantastic rest of your weekend. Guys, thank you very much. See ya. Bye.